Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. A few days ago I had casually mentioned that we would be picking up some new equipment soon. What I didn't mention is how soon was, and it's actually pretty soon because soon is today. There's a lot of soon. But there's some packages here. Not all of the packages. We actually have some more stuff coming, so I'm not going to be going over everything that we got today, but soon, probably next week or the week after. But there's one thing that is complete today here, and that is this. This is the lighting kit. And believe it or not, we've never owned a lighting kit. I have experience using lighting kits from whenever I was in college. We had to have an entire course on lighting, but I've never owned one personally. So for what we're trying to do with some of the new content that we want to make, a lighting kit would be pretty beneficial. Not to mention we can also use it for things like Q&A and mail, and it should make things look better in theory. So we found one that we liked. I actually went to Jarrett and said, Jarrett, do you have any recommendations? And he's the one that suggested this. It was pretty inexpensive, which is nice, and it was on Amazon, so we got it. And that is what we are going to be taking a look at today. We're going to open it up. A lot of times, after the first time that you turn these on, they tend to smoke, so we're actually going to set them up outside. But we're going to pop this thing open, take a look at what's in it, and go from there. So right inside the box was the carrying case. So we cut it very nicely, and we didn't damage the case, which is nice. So we can carry it just like that, which is really, really cool. So we turn this over on its side. Okay, we got that open. And there we go. So we've got 4 bulbs, and we've got the umbrellas, and I assume that these are probably the stands. So we'll take a few moments and get all this hooked up. So here's one all set up. The bulbs are very, very large. They're, I guess, specifically for photography lighting. I don't have the umbrella on. But this is one of 2. You get 2 of these. And for anyone wondering, is there someone going to be wondering exactly what it is I got? This was called the Cowboy Studio 1200 watt Photography, Video, and Portrait Studio Umbrella Continuous Lighting Kit. Just so you know, if anyone's interested in this specific kit, I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out. I don't know how obviously this is going to work for us yet, but it seems pretty nice for the cost. So yeah, this is set up. I'm going to get the other one set up and then take them outside and turn them on. Just in case they smoke, because some of the reviews said, for the first time you use them, they'll probably create some smoke. You should not be alarmed, but you would probably rather do that outside than inside the house. So I got it set up out here, and you'll notice only one light is on, and I turned it on, and this light came on, this light did not, so I switched the bulbs, and this light came on, and this did not, which means that this is defective. Which is unfortunate, but this is going to have to go back because only one of the bulbs is coming on. They have individual controls, and the device, like the whole thing, feels pretty cheap. But if it illuminates and it works, then I'm okay with that. But yeah, the problem is this side did not work. So that's just the first unit. I'll try the second unit, and then I will. I guess I'm going to have to email the company and see what happens. Because the first one didn't smoke, I decided to hook up the second one just inside, and so far so good. And this one works fine. But, yeah, that first one unfortunately was defective. So, yeah, I am going to have to send that back, unfortunately. But maybe I can talk to the company. They can just replace this little head thing, because that's the only part that's actually messed up on the other one. So if they could send me a new one of those, that would be good. Then I don't have to go through the process of packaging up the entire thing and sending it back. But I mean, as far as this goes, I mean, this is good and works. Once again, not the most finely made things. Certainly not anywhere close to the equipment that we were using when I was in college. But it gets the job done. And for the price, I'm pretty happy with it. And obviously it has big umbrellas that you can use to control the light to some extent. But yeah, so far so good. No smoking. So I'll take these back to our place, and they're going to have to be set up somewhere. They will collapse down into that case. Obviously, the bulbs will have to be put back into the boxes and stuff, but all of the bulbs work. It's just the head of that one is not functional, so that'll have to be replaced. But otherwise things are working okay. For the record, with the umbrella, it looks like this, which works out pretty well. So one of them's working, which is great, but I'm gonna have to email them and get a replacement for this. But otherwise, yeah, this will work and produce light, which is what we're trying to do. So I guess that's a plus. So yeah, good. We have a lot of other equipment which is far more exciting than the lighting kit. In fact, the lighting kit's probably the least interesting thing in my opinion. It's just something that we could benefit from, and kind of a hassle getting everything set up. But once it is set up and functional at the house or the apartment, you know, then it'll be good and we don't have to move it. So I'm excited for things to come. I don't exactly know how everything's going to work quite yet, but we're doing it. We're doing it because you know, a lot of this stuff is already here, and we get a lot of other stuff coming on the way, and I'm excited to see what happens. Anyway, I'm actually going to end it here. I get a full day worth of vlogs that I'm going to be doing. So thank you guys so much for watching. And tomorrow, our second session of D&D, which means that in addition to doing vlogs, I need to study a little bit so I know the adventure and what everyone's going to be doing tomorrow. Austin won't be here, but everyone else will be here. Michael wasn't at our first session, but he'll be at this one. And Michael and Austin are our wizards. So the first time Austin controlled Michael, and now Michael will control Austin. So I guess if you're going to lose one person, losing one of the two wizards is nice because they can control each other, and the characters are pretty similar. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Just wanted to throw a little thing at the end of this vlog that I contacted the company, Cowboy Studio, and I gave them, my Amazon information and said, hey, I ordered a thing from you guys. This one part was defective. Instead of returning it to Amazon, can you guys just send me a replacement? And they said, yeah, no problem. And they got back with me within like an hour, like under an hour. They had replied and were like, yeah, okay, no problem. Gave me a tracking number for a replacement. So even though I did get a defective piece, the company was really cool about replacing it immediately, so I wanted to throw this in there because that was really cool of them. It could have went in a lot of different ways. If it was dealing with a company that was like, no, you have to do it through Amazon, that would suck. To take everything else that was working and then send it back. But luckily they were like, yeah, no problem. So that we got a replacement on the way. And it will hopefully be here next week. So, cool. Yeah, Cowboy Studio. Good people. You guys can actually create subtitles for videos now. A channel creator has to unlock that feature for you guys, but I went ahead and done it on Steven Vlog and Steven Plays.
Night Trap!
Yeah, there was a song recorded for this game, and I know that there's a special select group of people in the audience, my people, who are like, what? And they're opening up a new tab right now to see if they can find like an MP3 of the Night Trap theme song.